again and welcome to another Smart ER. Today we're going to look at the Pioneer Bluetooth and infotainment system on my 451 Smart. Here's an overall view. You've got the display panel, you've got the mode button, you've got the eject button, you've got the face detaching button, Bluetooth indicator, and then you've got the list option and then what mode functionality and band. And this is for sound, and also you can shuffle between tracks and go up and down searching for different stations. So this is just a brief overview. So it has an AM FM radio, and this is when you boot it up first thing in the morning and switch it on. Is your normal disclaimer just to say obey the rules of the road. Sat Nav is to be used at your discretion type thing. Just click OK and you'll get your Sat Nav with a lovely sunny beautiful day. So you've got the clock. This is connecting automatically to my my iPhone. Is your menu button, and then your magnifying glass to increase your options. That is your current location and distance of travel, and there is my home. It's not that small, honest. So it also has a CD player. So that's the eject button. Voila. It's quite good. It's not so bad. It doesn't skip when you go over bumps and things, so I find it more than adequate. So there's a little icon, and it would have started playing, but I haven't given you the sound. So if you click on mode, this gives you some other options. You know, the normal play, pause, skip, shows you the track running, what track you're on, shuffle, and then you've got a menu system, but it doesn't play the menu system at all. Just seems to go back to the beginning or skip to the next track. So then again, this is your volume. So to go to the next track, you just tap right and right again. So that's quite handy if you don't like just using virtual buttons. And then the volume is just up and down. Again, quite simple, quite intuitive, not so bad at all. So another feature it has is the USB and Aux In. So there's the USB slot. It's in the glove box on the passenger side. So if you just click into mode, and then SRC, and it'll shuffle on SRC. It'll shuffle between all the different options. So aux, USB, and then obviously from the USB port you can play MP3s. You've got your radio that you can tune in on as well. In the mode, then you can select the different band types. You can go for medium wave, FM. I didn't remember. Yeah, there we go. It's got long wave as well on there. And to search, you can either shuffle, you can press one slightly to the right and you'll manually search, or press and hold and it'll automatically search. And when you want to save a track, save a station, you just press and hold the P button. So position 1, position 2, position 3 for a few seconds, and it'll beep. And that'll be it locking down. So just showing you how to scan for the next tracks. So I believe it's got 12 presets as well. So again, here are the position to save the radio stations on. You just press and hold. Quite simple, really. And then if you just press the SRC button and then the mode button, you go back to your home screen, and then if you can see in the bottom left hand, you've got the ability to shuffle between the different options. As you saw at the beginning, this system also has the ability to connect your phone to it for voice interaction. I'll do this another time because it's quite in depth. So onto the Sat Nav. So here we go. Here's the Sat Nav itself. You've got the menu button, and you've got address, go home, points of interest, and then you've got your favorites and then history. Quite straightforward. The phone I don't touch much, so obviously that's the back button. But to go back into the menu and go into settings and go to this, and this will allow you to adjust the volume. When you speak, and it is very loud in the normal preset fashion. So I would definitely recommend turning that down a little bit. Very fussy with my sound. oh yeah, and you can also decide whether you want to have your beeps off and on, and I always turn mine off. So location, you tap on that, it'll give you a lot of detail, the road you're on normally. You can have the ability to zoom in and zoom out on the maps in terms of how many meters it shows you. So that's where I currently am, T Esher Terrace. It's in Wales, you're not hallucinating. And then anyway, you can set your home if you want to, and your contact number. Don't bother calling me because that's an old phone. And then you've got a factory reset button as well. So when you get, when you get a new car, I'd always suggest doing a factory reset on it as well. You can have your backlight off or on, and it's very cool at night when you switch your lights on. It goes from being bright to dark, and it sort of mimics being nighttime. So just going through some of the settings here at the moment. And that's it. So it's a nice clear display. Not very good in brightness, if I'm honest. In very bright light, it's quite awkward to see. But the directions, they're not too bad. I'm going to do another complete video on actually putting in a location, and then you can hear how clear it is. So how to set one is you literally go to country. So this is obviously from when you first get it. And I'm in the UK somehow. Come on UK, it's in there somewhere. Home amongst yourselves. There we are. Select it. City. So I'll put Cardiff for now. This isn't where I am, but I'm just trying to show you how intuitive it is. So overall, you just choose the part, the city, and the county as well. I've made up a road here, but overall, so this is 2009. The only firmware I can find to update is in 2010. It's not going to be accurate. This I would not use as your primary mode of getting anywhere. It's going to be quite out of date, particularly in the UK when you have a lot of updates in such a small country. I find it to be a great idea that if you've run out of battery on your mobile, for example, and using that as your sat nav, then it is a get you near as you can to home sort of device. It has happened to me a couple of times. It will kick in as well with radio traffic announcements. You can select that in the menu system as well. But here we are. It's giving you a rough idea of your ETA, of where you're going from and where you're going to. And it shows you where your next direction is as well. So you start off at Esher Terrace and Bloomfield Road. So that's a quick overview. I'll do a more detailed one coming soon.